Today we're going to check out the gravity-fed water filter from Membrane Solutions. Hey everyone, welcome to Homestead Corner. I'm Jenny, and today we are going to check out the Membrane Solutions gravity-fed water filter. This thing is really cool and wonderful to have for everyday use and emergencies, which is wonderful. Membrane Solutions sent me this water filter to check out and share with all of you, so that's what we're doing today. So this water filter came packaged up really nicely. There was no damages or anything like that. There was plenty of packing in there, which I really love. You can see there's all kinds of styrofoam and everything in there. The filters come in boxes and it's just really packaged nicely. So you don't have to worry about getting it and having it broken. We did not have any issues with that whatsoever. Everything comes in the box that you need. You've got a nice handy stand here to get it up off the counter so you can get your drinks out of it. And you've got your top container, your bottom container, a manual. We've also got 3 filters here, which is wonderful. Your rubber gasket, lid, handle with screw. There's also a UV module here where your water comes through, which is excellent, so you can get extra clean water, which is wonderful. And that does have a little plug that comes with it, and they sent a free little battery pack, so this can still run without electricity, which is perfect. And I really love it. This has a feature on it that no other water filter has that I have seen. It comes with this little piece right here. Let me turn this a little and you can see it better. This little piece right here is a UV sterilizer, which is pretty cool, I think, because not only is it going through all the filters and everything, and it's nice and clean when it gets down here, but it also, you can use this UV sterilizer to clean the water a little bit more, which is great. And you do not have to use it, which is also great. It comes with a little plug and you have got the cord and all of that. It also came with a free battery pack and it uses a 3.7 volt batteries. So if you want to use that sterilizer, which would be wonderful in an emergency situation if you are using water from a lake or melting down snow or something like that, you want to make sure that water is really clean. Water is the most important thing in our preps and to have on hand, because we can only go 3 days without water. We have to have fresh, clean water. So when you plug this in, the UV sterilizer, this is going to work automatically, which is really great. It has automatic detection inside, so you can see this blue light comes on when the water is flowing. And then as soon as you turn that water off, the light goes out and the UV sterilizer isn't using any power, which is great. So this water filter is super easy to put together. It just takes minutes. You get all the parts, everything you need in there, and then you can just assemble everything all at once. It's really simple. Putting everything together. So the stand just slips together, which is really simple and easy. It's got 2 slots in it. And then you put the rubber ring on the bottom of your bottom vessel, and that is just a non-slip ring. If you want to set it on the counter, you can. You do not have to use the stand, but the stand is nice so you can get a glass of water underneath it. Then I just added the handle to the lid, and that just screws in. You could definitely use a screwdriver to get that a little tighter, but I just finger tightened it with my fingernail, and it worked perfectly. The handle is nice and tight on the lid. And after unpacking the filters, you want to make sure that you prime them with water, and that's going to get any sediment off and clean those out from them being put together and anything like that. Super easy to do. It even comes with a little rubber ring to help direct the water right into the filters, so it's really easy to do. And once those filters are primed, they are ready to screw into the top vessel where you're going to put your water to get filtered. So they just screw right in. They got little nuts on them. Just leave that little rubber ring on there and then put the nut on the outside of the pan. Screws on super easy. If you're using lake, stream, puddle water, melting down snow, anything like that, you're going to have some debris in there. It's definitely best to run that through a pre-filter because that's going to take all that debris out. A t-shirt works great. If you've got a t-shirt, you could just run it right through that, and or any kind of material, just with a fairly tight weave so it can collect all of the debris. And after pre-filtering, if the water is questionable, I would definitely give it a quick boil for 10 minutes just to make sure. Let it cool down completely and then add it to this to get everything else out of it. It's always nice to do a quick boil whenever you're using really questionable water. You don't know what's upstream or what might be dead in the bottom of the lake. And we all know there's crazy stuff in the sky that's coming down with the snow. And I have to say, when we added our water to this, I timed 1 gallon of water to see how long it's going to take. Some of these filters and other ones that I have used can take 4 or 5 hours to filter a gallon of water. This little baby went super fast. I couldn't believe it. I ran a gallon of water through this in about 1 hour. I think it was 57 minutes. For a complete 1 gallon to get down into the bottom reservoir, and everything is filtered out. So I thought that was really great because it goes so fast. That's wonderful. Some of those other filters really do take a long time. And if you need water quickly, you need water quickly. You can't be waiting around for some really slow filter. So this comes standard with the 3 filters, and you can get the extra filters. I think they were around $70, which isn't bad because this set of filters that comes with it will filter up to 9,000 gallons of water. That's going to last a family of 4, a couple of years probably. You really, if you're just drinking this water and using it for drinking water, then it's going to last a super long time, those filters. And the cleaner your water is when you put it in, is going to help. That's why I always like to pre-filter, especially if that water comes from outside of a faucet or anything like that. You want to make sure getting that junk out can really help save your filters and make them last a lot longer. And the filters have been SGS tested, and they remove 99.999999999. I'm sure I've got those nines mixed up somewhere, but percentage of bacteria out of this water, including E. coli and coliforms. Also reduces 99.5% of contaminants, chloramine, VOCs, PFOs, PFOAs, and heavy metals, which is great. So this is going to get your water nice and clean. If you don't have a water filter is one of those things. You can only store so much water in your home for emergencies, but a water filter is going to help you in the long run because that little bit of water that you have is going to run out really fast. And you're going to need some sort of filter. And I really like this one. I think it's beautiful too. You can set it on the counter for everyday use. So we have got fresh, clean, filtered water all the time. If this is something that you're interested in for everyday use or emergencies to have on hand, I think these are wonderful. There is a link in the description box down below so you can check this out, get more information, and there's also a discount code if that's something you are interested in as well. Membrane Solution has done a wonderful job, and I really love this UV sanitizer that's on here. I think it is a great added feature, and I like that you can remove it. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to, but you can definitely add it. And in those emergencies, I think that could be extra helpful. And it does come with that battery pack, which is wonderful. So even if you don't have electricity, you can still use that UV sterilizer. I would like to say a great big thank you to Membrane Solutions. I have reviewed other products for them. They also have a hanging gravity filter, which you can take on the go, which is wonderful. And it uses those little straws. I love that as well. We keep that right in our emergency bags. So if we have to be on the go, we've got that. And this is wonderful. So if you are hunkered down at home, You're definitely not going to be carrying this little baby, but they do have other options for that. And I really like this one for in the house, everyday use or emergencies. It's going to get that water nice and clean so you have got safe drinking water when otherwise you might not be able to have safe water. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you next time. Bye!